I'll request my colleague Abhishek also to stay on with us because now we're getting some other updates coming in again from Pakistan. We're now understanding Pakistani Army Chief General Bajwa has announced his retirement in 5 weeks, which means Pakistan will get a new Army Chief. General Bajwa is about to retire and he has wished to not extend his tenure. Abhishek continues to be with us. Abhishek, what's the reason behind his retirement?
The reason is that he is going to complete his tenure, but it was believed that there can be some political and military conflict because it has a history in the history of Pakistan. Always the military rulers or the military leadership has been very dominant over their political leaders, and this time also when the term of General Bajwa was nearing, it was not expected that whether he will resign or he will continue to be in the position and he will take some extension. But now it seems General Bajwa has himself made it clear that he is not going to have any extension or going to be on the seat. He is going to retire, and it is believed that now Shahbaz Sharif will be announcing a new Chief of Army Staff very soon.
So Abhishek, who are being seen as the front runners to replace General Bajwa?
We'll have to wait for that because it's a very complicated hierarchical in Pakistan, and whoever will be the next COS will have to be chosen, and he has to be the loyalist also for the current dispensation, and most likely the next 5 weeks are going to be very carefully watched as to which person from the army will be the next general of Pakistan army.
Abhishek, I'll just request you to stay on with us. Let me take in a reaction from Sushant, who continues to be with us. Sushant, how do you see these developments? Was an extension a possibility?
No, the extension remains a possibility. It cannot be ruled out until the very last day, until his successor is actually appointed, number one. Number two, look, Pakistani army chiefs keep saying that they will retire in time, but very often, it's like what happens when you go to somebody's house and they offer you something and you keep saying no, and then you say, okay, fine, if you insist, I'll take it. It's something like that. But in his particular case, I think a further extension for Bajwa would be untenable, completely untenable, because I think it would create a lot of bad blood within the army itself. And for him to persist with an extension would not have gone down well, both in the political side as well as in the military side. So I think his going out right now, and as Abhishek correctly said, that his tenure ends, I think, on the 29th of November. So that is as far as Bajwa is concerned. Now, who succeeds him? I think we can very easily say who will not succeed him if Qamar Sharif has a choice. The former ISI chief, General Faiz Hamid, is unlikely to succeed him because Faiz Hamid has proven himself to be a loyalist of Imran Khan and done all the dirty work for Imran Khan. So he is politically tainted. He is not coming back in. The people who can come back in, there are the top 4 generals. The topmost is, of course, this fellow Asim Munir, well-regarded general. Person who has been sacked as ISI chief by Imran Khan because he was pointing out to Imran Khan the corruption which his family members, his wife and some of the other cronies were doing right under his nose.
Sure.
And scandals which broke out later. So he was sacked. He will be the senior most, but a couple of days before Bajwa retires, he will retire. So he might be given a couple extensions. So I think there will be an attraction to appoint him. Or the other top 2 or 3 generals, Sahir Shamshad Mirza, or
Asim Munir and the other names that are also doing the rounds. But Sushant, I'll just request you to stay on with us. I want to take in a reaction from retired Major General S.P. Sinha, who's a defense expert, also now joining us on the broadcast. Major General, good to have you on the broadcast with us. How do you see the developments playing out?
I personally feel that General Bajwa will retire by November end. Why I'm saying so, that when he went to USA, it was a Thanksgiving visit and a bye-bye visit to United States, because we are all aware that all the army chiefs of Pakistan Army have been very, very close to CIA and America. And therefore, if he does not leave the chair, that means the message will go to America. Then why did you come and come for Thanksgiving ceremony that, okay, thank you very much for everything that you did for me. So I think he will retire. But the question is that who will succeed about that? I would like to mention that he had already taken his replacement to America to get that replacement introduced to power centers in America so that the baton is passed very smoothly and the relationship between Pakistan Army and America continues to be strong as it was there in the hitherto past. So I think there's no question of has Hamid becoming chief. That is out of question. Any pro-Pakistani, pro-Imran Khan general will not be considered for getting this important chair of army chief. So you have to understand this. Thirdly, that General Bajwa made a statement that army will remain neutral. Army will only interfere on security of the nation matters. Every issue concerns the security of the nation.
Sure.
And just because General Bajwa says that army will remain neutral, it has not happened.
Correct.
It has never happened in the past. It will never happen in the future.
Yeah.
Army
the larger question also at this point is who can be that new contender or the new chief who can work in tandem with the political establishment, considering the fact we all know the kind of power the military in Pakistan enjoys. But unfortunately, I will have to leave that conversation there. General and Sushants, thanks a lot for joining us. Also, my colleague Abhishek for getting us all those details.